This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. So here we go. Just about every man, woman, and child in this state holding their breath. There's nothing quite like the Iron Bowl's intensity.
Well, Chris, you and I love college football. We love the rivalries. And this is a game that we know so much typically is at stake, not just in the rankings, but just within this state.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. There's such a living history to this rivalry game, Kirk. They began playing back in 1893 and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. Well, really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there. Watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it, and there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quick catch over the middle. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Handoff from the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Brewer. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. He's got it right near the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. And nobody down here in this state has forgotten what happened the last time they played. The Tide were rolling, crushing Auburn in a beatdown.
Well, I can never forget that game. Everything Alabama did, especially on the offensive side of the ball, went the right way. They were able to score at will. Auburn has a chance today to get payback. Let's see if they can.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Contact as he threw it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. got the returner corralled. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He's going to take another shot right here. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Looking to pass here on second down. Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Fighting off the defender. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of down.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The pocket breaking down. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's a point after attempt. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. And here comes a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
It's a quick grab. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart into position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Second down after that completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw again. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
Number 1 hauls it in the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
And the junior able to get home with the sack. But they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop? He's looking deep here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
And now another deep ball here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
That's caught. It's Jennings.
Taking my 4th and 4, closing my.
Very close to a first down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
35, Auburn, 14.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Defense is coming after him. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and sack him with the tackle inside the 10. And through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pull.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he scores. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
They'll convert the PATs, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score Alabama 42, Auburn 21.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it away.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaking free at midfield.
It's
QB in the clear now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. Made the defense look slow that time.
This poor defense, I don't think they can find the ball, whether it's going to be handed off, pitched out to the back, or the quarterback keeps it. This time, completely fooled. Nobody's there to take the quarterback, and he makes them pay for it with a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Looking to throw it deep. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tide.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
49, Auburn 28.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Look, I realize that any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. Going to bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. The tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
I brought up on nothing for me, CT.
After the big loss on first down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. The defense will wrap them up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is missed. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And they hand it off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. They're going to run it. Runs through the defender. Breaks loose at the 45. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off. No shot to bring him down. That's a big game. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Alabama, number 32 in the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point.
On for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Alabama.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. And it's good for a first down to the 36. No huddle now for the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. And the timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here's a target, and it's complete. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Second down coming up.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And this time it's complete. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Powers now has our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Single back takes the handoff. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
And now the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's...
He fires this throw and is intercepted. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And there's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. The takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. It was a foot race and he won it. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes the lead 18 now.
That makes the score Alabama 69, Auburn 51.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane. Pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And the ball to the ground. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. His arm might be sore after this performance. That's more than 450 passing yards now.
You think his arm's tired? Man, look at that defense.
Yeah, put them in the ice bath, get him some oxygen. It's been a tough day.
Man, they have been confused this entire day. Quarterback's just firing away, and this defense cannot slow him down. Right now, this quarterback is just dicing him up.
A completion sets up a second down play. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there. And it doesn't work out.
Just gives up on the play. Throws it away. And now it's fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tremendous toughness here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And at first down, they go right back to him. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, That's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with
testing the defense with a throw downfield. Touchdown, tie, and the beatdown continues. And look out now, the Tide are beginning to really roll, Kirk. This is getting away from the Auburn Tigers right now.
Yeah, kind of a game of momentum. Alabama has had the upper hand, and now after this score, you're right, this thing could get out of reach.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal from the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him. He's sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
When this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. It's an option look. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on second and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds his target. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. The offense looking for points here to begin the fourth quarter. Here's a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. From the shotgun, drops back. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bama.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
86, Auburn, 54.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Getting set. Here's second down. Linebacker shifting around now. Second down, looking to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that.
I missed that.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
QB decides to keep it here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Crucial Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled after the catch. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, I know this offense is built around this quarterback. We've seen it the entire game. You realize he's now close to 500 yards in this game alone.
It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, a screen pass is all about timing. But this one just didn't come together at all. You couldn't get the blocking line. The timing was off. Everything seemed to be off. The defense blew up the entire setup.
The running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
What's up?
extra point.
And it's up and good.
The kick is good. That makes it for Alabama.
Now they get set to kick it away.
61.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
That's another good run for him. But what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Can he get there on the ground? Fights off a defender. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Ball handed off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And this pass is on target. Caught. They get him down after the completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Receiver makes the grab. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. But let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. And now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.